So set our intention right now.
My intention is to be open and honest about what having loose energetic boundaries feels like to me and what that has created in my life, so that people can feel a sense of resonance, inspiration, and honesty.
My intention is to share my authentic expression and perspective on the impact of casually making friends, having sexual relationships, and how it affects you spiritually, and how that's really it.
Okay.
Peace. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. It's been a week since we uploaded, but we want to say we appreciate everybody that's been liking, commenting. The comments been a little off, but we appreciate the comments too. You feel? Because the comments, they be a little off, but we gonna keep it moving. You feel what I'm saying? But we appreciate everybody that been subscribing. Like, we doubled our subscribers since the last time we made a video, so our channel is not all about just subscribers and likes. We just want to be able to build a platform that can reach a broad or mass amount of people, so we can just share our perspectives and bring light on these topics that we like to talk about on our channel. But without further ado, this video is going to be about an interesting topic that we've been seeing on the YouTube community, and it's going to be about the hookup culture, right?
But with a twist.
With a twist.
So normally hookup culture videos are focused on the reasons why you should not participate in having sex with people that you don't have an intimate relationship with.
Right.
And obviously that's something that we support, but usually for different reasons than other people. But we also wanted to take that steps further and talk about that in terms of friendships, in terms of who you go to just hang out with.
Right.
And really just talk about what occurs and what the result is when you have loose energetic boundaries.
Right.
Because that's really all it is. You know what I'm saying? You can say, oh, I just hang out with whoever, or I just have sex with whoever, and you can word it a million ways, but really at the root, to me, it's just having loose energetic boundaries. And what does that mean, and what does that do for you?
Right.
So, you want to take it away, or you want me to?
Yeah, let me take it away.
Okay.
So, like she said, this video is not going to just be about romantic relationships. This is going to be about hooking up with anybody. It don't got to be romantically. It could just be hooking up with a group of friends, hooking up with some people you meet at a certain event. It's just really about the importance of who you share your energy with, right? Because even before you can get to the romantic level, you have to share somewhat of basic energy to even establish a romantic relationship with anyone.
So to start off, I feel that having a basic understanding of what energy is and what quantum physics is can help us to feel this on a deeper level, okay? Because a lot of people, we've talked about this before, a lot of people throw out the words energy, vibration, and they don't really know what they're talking about. And we've all been there. That's not a judgment. You know what I'm saying? We've all been in places where we haven't fully understood that knowledge yet. We haven't really felt it. Right. You know what I'm saying? So when we understand that everything is made up of energy,
right.
Everything, that can be an inanimate object, that can be humans, that can be anything. Everything carries a certain level of a vibration.
Yes.
Okay?
And that vibration belongs to a certain frequency. And that frequency carries information. And a lot of times what makes up a person is something called an electromagnetic field. And that's where all of your memories are stored. That's where just pretty much everything that you've been through in your life.
It's like a database of you.
Exactly. So every time you're, engaging with someone else, you're entering their electromagnetic field, and your electromagnetic field extends 6 feet away from your body. So we're always, exchanging energy with other people. Some people think that to exchange energy with someone, you just have it's a physical touch, but it goes deeper than a physical touch. And when you're dealing with someone romantically, and you don't know the things that they're dealing with internally, that is
or not romantically.
Or not romantically, but you don't know what they're dealing with. That is subconsciously being imprinted into your DNA, right? It's being imprinted into your energy field, and that's going to have an effect on you. Sometimes, like when we're having casual sex or we're hanging out with groups of people and we leave the interaction, we wonder why we feel drained, or we wonder why, our energy,
our self-esteem feels low.
Right.
We feel tired.
Right.
We might feel confused.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Those are cues that your electromagnetic field has been affected. If you have any interest into learning about this more, I really recommend just getting like an intro book into quantum physics, because it will help you truly understand that energy is not just this whimsical, like, oh yeah, it's for astrology people. And it's like, no, this shit is very fucking real. This is how the universe operates. This is how the galaxies operate. And we look at laws as things the government has written.
Right.
And there's natural laws.
Universal laws.
And these things cannot be tainted with.
No.
So that was a little sidetrack to what we want to talk about. But knowing how powerful your energy is, and knowing how malleable and permeable your energetic field is, especially when you're not aware of certain things,
right,
is very important to know.
Right.
Because the things that affect us, we don't think affect us that deeply.
Right.
We think, like he said, it might not be a touch. You could be asked by somebody that you know, right? Let's say I have a friend A, says, hey, Jessie, you want to come over later and smoke? I'm going to have some friends over. We're going to have some food and yada, yada, yada.
Right.
Okay? Now, maybe I fuck with this friend. Maybe I feel comfortable with this friend.
Right.
But I don't know their friends.
No.
I don't know what they're about. I don't know what their mental state is in. I don't know where their heart is. I don't know what their intentions are.
I don't know what they're physically going through right now.
None of that. So why would I allow my energetic boundary to be so low that I just will go anywhere? I'll just do anything because I know one person there.
Right.
That's not attractive to me anymore. I used to be like, oh yeah, let's go hang out. I don't need to hang out unless there's an intention. And if I don't know somebody, I don't know the whole group, what's the intention?
Right.
Versus I can just go and smoke with that friend A.
Right.
And they can let me know how the other friends are. And maybe if I feel like there's a match somewhere, then maybe I'll try it out. But even then, I'm not going to smoke in a setting where I don't know people. Yeah. Now that I understand energy more and I understand plant medicine more, I do not smoke around random people, because I know that the plant medicine teaches me a lot of things, and it brings a lot of things to the surface. That's why a lot of people will be like, no, bro, I don't smoke weed, I get anxiety. Mm-hmm. No, the weed is not giving you anxiety. You have anxiety, which is doubt, and the weed is bringing that to the surface like, look, I'm trying to show you something.
It's revealing what's really going on internally in your body. You know what I'm saying? So, when it comes to, even us, like we said, not even just like romantically. I know that we're in a relationship, so a lot of times people probably gonna be in the comment section like, oh, you guys are in a relationship, so it's different. But it's really no different, because we look at it the same way, even with me, right? Like the people that I hang out with by myself, like it might be a guys that I meet that I wanna, build a relationship with. And even the guys that I meet, I wanna make sure that the energy that I'm going around is on the right vibration, or is giving me, what I need energetically, because I don't want to take that energy that I got from this person and bring it back home to my family, bring it back home to my partner and all the people that, I keep intimately in my life, right? So, when you really start to understand how powerful that is, that will literally strengthen your electromagnetic field, because instead of someone bringing your vibration down, it's no different than where, for example, you might be in a great mood and you feeling good, and then you go into work and you got to be around, gossipy coworkers, or you got a manager who's just very depressed and angry, so they take it out on you, and then your vibration low. So when you leave that job, you feel drained, you feel tired, you feel exhausted. And it's the same way when you're dealing with other people. If you're having interactions with people that you're not fully fulfilled with, you're not fully getting a return on your energy, then what is the point of being there? And what does that say about yourself, right? What does that say about, the types of experiences that you're willing to accept? Are you willing to accept lower vibrational experiences that don't fully fulfill you? Then that's something that, you need to go internally, with. So it's like everything.
And that's something that we have felt in our progression of understanding and honoring our energy. Because we both have plenty of stories.
For sure.
Of being with people that we knew didn't fulfill us.
Yeah.
Allowing, especially in certain settings, like now I'm very anti,
What'd you say?
how do I want to put it? I'll just say anti-government education,
right,
college, all that, but I did go to college. And when I was in college, that's a very normal thing, is, I was never in a dorm, but regardless, there's always people cycling in your living space. That's just my experience. You know what I'm saying? You're living with roommates, you're meeting all these new people.
Right.
Oh, come hang out.
Right.
Oh yeah, we're going here. Come here. Blah. And it's like, bro, why would I would never allow a random person in one of my most sacred spaces, my home. This is where I have all of my intimate moments. I would never allow someone into here without knowing who they are, being comfortable with them, and trusting them to an extent.
Right, what are they about?
Because I don't know what kind of entities they could bring into my home. So we both have plenty of stories. We both have plenty of experiences of having loose energetic boundaries.
Yeah.
And really what that is having a doubt in yourself.
Yeah.
That's literally all it is to me. We can call it all the labels that they want to call it. It's anxiety, it's this, it's that. Enough with the labels, okay? It all boils down to a lack of love for ourselves. The more love you have for yourself, the more you show up for yourself.
Right.
The more love you have for yourself, the less you allow people to bring bullshit to you.
Yeah.
And that can be bullshit in all kinds of ways.
Yeah.
That can be energetic bullshit. The person can talk all great, but the energy feels heavy.
Right.
The energy feels confused.
Right.
And so that's something that we both have felt in platonic ways, with past partners.
Yeah.
And like I said, a lot of people only focus on the sexual parts of this conversation.
Right.
Like, oh, you shouldn't just have sex with anyone. And it's like, that is there, like I said, that's why I brought in the quantum physics, because there's so many deeper levels to that.
Right.
But when you get to the sex level and you are allowing anyone inside of you, or you are going inside of anyone, and you don't understand what sex is,
yes.
It is a release of certain hormones.
Yes.
It is a deep,
sacred ritual.
Yes, that's a perfect way to put it. Your DNA is literally changing.
Yes.
The energy of that person's past partners are now in you.
Yeah.
So none of this is just it's just whatever. It's like people treat sex like I'm just about to go out for food.
Right.
I'm just going to go out for food. Oh yeah, I'm just going to go to their house and I'll be right back.
Right.
What?
It's crazy how much society has programmed us to think
Oh my
that
God.
casual sex is super normal, bro.
What is casual? Casual equals careless. If you're having sex without care, what does that make you? A secure person? A confident person? No. And like I said, we say all this with love. We both have been in spaces that we know now we would never be in again because we were lacking love, because we were inside of the elite's programming. You are literally like a computer chip, and they type all information into the computer.
They put the narratives out there. They give you all of the options. It's like there's no outside thinking. There's only group thinking. right? It's like we're not individually thinking for ourselves. If the masses say that this is normal or this is acceptable, then that's what it is, and we'll just carry that information and recite it and repeat it and, you know, project it onto everybody else. But
and one other thing, they manipulate, they pervert information. So now what is a common narrative that as women we hear? This is female liberation. Go have sex with whoever you want. In the olden days, you couldn't have sex until you were married. This is liberation. What the fuck, bro? I gotta take my arm out for this one. This shit is like, pisses me off, bro. Because as women, we don't know what liberation is. What are we being liberated from? The people that have been conditioning you are now here to liberate you. So now me sharing my body with anyone, opening myself energetically up to any motherfucking entity, that's liberation? That's the biggest bullshit I ever heard. The most liberated I have ever felt emotionally, sexually, etc. is with Ra. It has not been opening myself up to a random man. That doesn't even make sense. But they're going to pervert the information. So you have to think for yourself.
Yeah.
We are not your best teacher.
No.
You are your best teacher.
No.
And you have to go back to these experiences that you had and really think them through, really feel them through.
Feel them.
Was this shit really what I wanted?
Exactly. So when it comes to like the hookup culture, you want to think of like, not just like you said, not just hooking up romantically, but like hooking up to anything. You want to think about what is the media constantly pushing on us to, you know, achieve. Like, for example, for men, it's a bunch of different sex partners. It's a bunch of different money. It's a bunch of, you know, materialistic things and partying. And a lot of these things are projected on us in our, you know, position as powerful and, you know, great. But a lot of these things really keep you on a low vibration and they allow you to be controlled. Right? So when you really understand the power of your energy, you're going to be careful where you, not only who you have sex with, not only who you hang out with, but the places you go to, the music you listen to, the foods you eat, every single thing. A lot of times people think things are just happening to them, right? They never put the pieces together. They don't think about how their actions has a cause and effect. If you sleep with this person, it's going to have a cause and effect. If you eat this thing, it's going to have a cause and effect. So when you really start to go deeper, right? A lot of people don't like to use the term deep because it's boring or because it makes them think. A lot of people don't.
Because it makes them have to have some level of accountability.
Accountability, right? It makes you have to be like, damn, I know. You know the term, when you know better, you do better. But a lot of times people don't want to know because they don't want to change. They want to experience something different while staying the same, right? So it's like when you start to really think about the deeper layers of the things that you do and how it affects you energetically, spiritually, physically, mentally, then you will get a better understanding of how important these things are and how important decisions you make when it comes to what you put your attention on, what you project your energy towards.
Where attention goes, energy flows.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like this video, we wanted to like, you know, broaden the topic when it comes to, you know, the hookup culture. And we want you guys to think about it from a more well-rounded perspective. Take it further than sex, right? And this will literally allow you to be in the seat of your life, right? The moment that I stopped hanging out with random people, tolerating, you know, bullshit experiences, tolerating lack of reciprocity and thoughtfulness and consideration, all the things that I feel like I give to other people. When I stopped doing that, everything changed for me, right? And you got to understand that whatever, a lot of people feel like things, like I said, they say things just happen to them, but we're always constantly attracting whatever we are. And that's something that a lot of people really can't handle or they can't admit to themselves because, like I said, it makes you take accountability. But if you attracting partners that are unfulfilling, you attracting friends that don't fully fulfill you, are going to places where you feel like it wasn't what you wanted to be, then why are you still doing that, right? And you got to ask yourself, what is going on internally with myself, and where is this stemming from, right? And when you start to, go through those nuances of what's going on in your life, and you start to, rearrange how you make decisions, you will start to attract better experiences, because now you only attract the people that are on that frequency of the how you make decisions on a higher frequency. So now your sexual experiences would change, how you think about life would change, right? So when it comes,
and that is a process. It's not just like, oh, I'm not going to go to a bar anymore, I'm going to go to a park instead.
Right.
That doesn't just change like this.
No.
Because then are the people that you're hanging around with, do they want to go to the park?
Right.
Most likely they're going to be like, the fuck we going to do at the park?
Damn. So tell them about the process of like that transition and how it feels, like, how you have to create some level of separation. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's what it feels like. It feels like a process. It feels like insulation. I wouldn't say isolation, I would say insulation, because it's a choice. It's a choice to separate from things that no longer fulfill me. It's a choice to upgrade myself. That I'm no longer satisfied with this version of me and what I've created. I want more. I want better. I want deeper. I want higher vibration experiences. I want better conversation. I want more love.
Right.
And all these things that we're talking about lack love.
Yeah.
If you go to a bar, do you feel like you're in love? No, but when I go to the park, I feel love. I'm surrounded by the unified field, nature. Nature will talk to you. Nature will communicate with you.
Yeah.
Nature will heal you. Nature will quiet your mind. What is the bar doing? What is alcohol doing? What are the people at the bar talking about?
Yeah.
How was their day?
Yeah.
What are they bringing to you?
Right.
None of the shit I just said.
Right. And for the people that's watching this video, that's not on their spirit, that's not really in tune with their spirituality, and yet you're not in tune with your spirituality yet, so you might not understand these terms and stuff. But when it comes to life, a lot of times we're focused on the physical. Right? We think the physical is the most important thing that's going on. When there's so many things going on in the non-physical that you can't see, that's actually driving what you actually see. It's actually making up the things that you see. And when you understand how everything is working cohesively to keep this planet, because we're all a part of the same ecosystem. We're all connected. When you understand how these things are all working in your favor and everyone else's favor, you'll start to understand, okay, cool. You'll just have more clarity on how to move in your life. You feel what I'm saying? You'll have way more direction. You'll understand why we're seeing how this bar is affecting you. You understand why casual sex affects you. You understand how to put yourself in environments that are conducive for the benefit of your well-being, right? You won't just say, "Oh, I'm gonna just go here," and it's not. It's nothing. Like you said, it's casual. It was just
because where's the intention of that?
It was just
if you don't set an intention, how do you know that what you did was fulfilling? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you've never seen up, how do you know what down is? You know what I'm saying? It's like that duality. That's what kind of intention reminds me of. If I didn't set this, how can I later evaluate if it actually did what I wanted it to do?
Right.
We set intentions for everything. We just set an intention before we recorded this video.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like none of those types of experiences, people, places have an intention. It's like, let's just go and see what we see. You know what I'm saying? And then those be the same people that be like, I'm not having fun.
Right.
I don't like this. It's like, because you don't know what to create.
No.
You don't know what you want to create, and you don't know how to create it.
You don't know how.
And now you're wondering why you're unfulfilled.
Right.
Because you are your co-creator. Source and you co-create to make this reality what it is.
Yeah.
So if you don't like that shit, you have all of the power to change it.
You do.
So it's not all just like, oh, now I gotta change this and all. Look at it from, you choose how you want to view this information.
Right.
you can create a relationship with this information that is very positive, that is very optimistic, that is very empowering. Like, wow. So I really have the say-so of what happens in my life. Like, I really can call in whatever partner I want. So I really can call in any experience that I ever desired, ever.
And on top of that, you know, when you're going through this process, that everywhere you look, they're going to try to stop you from doing that. They're going to flood you with all of these thoughts to make you feel like you're less than, to make you feel like you are incapable, to make you idolize people that are doing something that you might be doing. You feel what I'm saying? They want to keep you on a certain frequency. You know what I'm saying? So I just say all to say is, you know, you got to really fill this knowledge out for yourself. And you got to let it come with time. You know, it's not a rush. It's not...
I don't want to say time because time isn't real, but I would say experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, let your feelings and let your experiences guide you. Because, like I said, you are your own best teacher. No, don't look to a guru and these people. None of that shit matters, bro. People can give you helpful things, of course. But you are your own best teacher.
You are.
And we have been conditioned to not listen to ourselves first and foremost.
You need to listen to someone with a degree.
You need anything, status, money. They look good. It could be any reason, anything to take you outside of yourself. And we wonder why we feel this level of disassociation, of confusion, of disconnection. Because where are we connected in our lives? Are you in gratitude every day? Are you setting intentions every moment? You can change your life like this. Time means nothing. It's up to you if this is something that you feel called to do. Answer the call. And it will take intention. It will take patience. It will just take a level of adjustability.
And trust.
That I know everything is going to turn out better than I even expected to. So this is such a layered conversation, but we really wanted to come at it from the angle of energy, number one, and number two, really just leaning into all of the power and information and love and insight that you have right now.
You got it.
You don't need to change certain things to know that it's right here. It never will leave you. You just have to connect with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you turn on the TV and you're on channel 4 and all you're seeing is channel 4, does that mean channel 6 doesn't exist? No. It's always been there and it always will be there. You just got to change the channel. You have all the wisdom. Just figure out, how do I change the channel? What steps do I take to change the channel? And that's it. So wherever this feels applicable to you, whether it's platonic relationships, whether it's family, whether it's sexual partners, places, music, food, wherever it feels like it resonates, we just invite you to lean into that and to answer the call and know that nothing will change overnight. You know what I'm saying? These are complex things. Like he said, there's a lot of roots, you know what I'm saying, that have to be looked at. But we know that whoever gets the call, you got it for a reason.
You got it. And I just want to also just give, you know, just a message to all of my men out there, because I know in the community that we live in, our society that we live in, you know, women being more, you know, selective with the partners they choose is more, you know, common, you know, but for men, we're taught to just get your body count up, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I want my brothers to, you know, release that mentality and take control of your sexual energy, because your sexual energy is your creative energy.
It's your life force.
It's your life force. It's literally the most powerful thing that you have in your body. That is literally how you create a whole nother being. And when you don't really, you know, honor that power that you have internally, and you use it for, you know, just, you use it so casually, you wonder why you're not feeling like you're enough, or you're not feeling like you have that essence about you. It's because you're giving it away so freely without knowing the cost that it's going to have on you, you know, in your life.
And why you are that way in the first place.
That too. Why, bro? When you like, and the thing is, when you start to do the work too, it will kind of feel like, that will feel weird to look at it that way, because you're so conditioned to think that this is normal, and it'll kind of feel like you're making things up in your head. But when you really get connected to your feeling and you get to the root, you'll start to see how, you know, you've been poisoned, you know, and how it's affected you on how you look at how you look at women, how you treat women, how you treat yourself. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the message that I wanted to give to my brothers. But you know, that really concludes the video. We just wanted to share some insight on this topic, and we trust you guys got some value from all the perspectives we shared, and we appreciate everyone that tuned into our channel every single week. You know, we look forward to building our community, connecting more with the people that are subscribing, all of our viewers. Like, you know, if you guys feel like this is a topic that really resonates with you, drop, you know, some comments on, or some experiences on how, you know, hooking up or hanging out with certain people has affected you, and how maybe you are, you know, making changes, or how you want to make change, right? So,
and if you have any recommendations for things that you would like us to speak on,
right,
please let us know. You know, we won't be here for a long time, and we've really been enjoying making these videos. You know, we have a lot of intentions of what we want to build with this channel, and just with all of our other creations.
For sure.
So we just appreciate you guys for being a part of it.
Yeah, and we'll see y'all in the next video.
Peace.
Peace.